Welcome in, everyone, to San Antonio by Night Blood Gambit, episode 17. It has been a couple of weeks since we've seen you, chat, so you'll have to forgive me for being a little scatterbrained regarding this session, because there's probably a lot that we need to catch up on. But in the meantime, these lovely little Camarilla spies that you see before you have decided to kind of pick up where we left off on the last episode. The crew had shoved a dismembered body that had been fed upon and ripped apart by ambush into the truck of a car. And when encountering Squatch later on that night, Jacob tossed Squatch in with the leftovers and drove everyone home. And so, we're kind of picking up there, where the trunk has recently been opened. Squatch has his teeth on a limb from this poor sap, kind of gnawing on it at the last remnants of his very instinctual nature taking him, just about coming to his senses. All four of you are facing the trunk of the car in the garage of your coterie haven.
Jacob is standing with his hand on the external of the car, kind of leaning there, watching Squatch with concerned amusement.
Should I pull him out? Should I let him just sort of do his thing? What's the...
There's likely a series of thumps on the inside of that trunk.
Well, the trunk is already open, and
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
they are peering
Alice
in at
appears
you.
in the
You want me to...
I
garage door,
apologize.
and
I
she's
apologize.
like, "What?"
Kitty walked by and was telling me something at the same time we started.
Ah, okay.
He's gonna climb out. Look at the body. Or the trunk, look at Jacob. Was that really necessary?
Are you actually complaining? You seem to be having quite a good time in there.
You see that the body, already dismembered, is again in more pieces.
Do you really think it was a good idea to put me in a trunk like that to... I don't know, it could have fucked everything up.
Some of
I
the
could have broken
upholstery
out
in
the
trunk
goddamn
is
thing.
also ripped to shreds.
I could have broken out of that while y'all were on the move.
Jacob kind of peers around Squatch at the interior of the trunk. It looks like some kind of rabid animal has gone wild in there.
Yeah.
I don't think you were in the state of mind to be able to escape.
Plus, like, your arms are like this thick. I don't think you would have been able to push yourself out.
Doesn't take a state of mind to get out of one of those things. It just takes a... And he's going to stop before he continues on because he realizes how ridiculous the statement's going to be. This is also me making sure that someone in here doesn't have a joke to go off of.
Squatch, you were thrown out of a window. And when you got up to rush back inside of the building, which had Ring door cameras on the front door, I will remind you, I decided to grab you and drag you back. And you were insistent on going inside, so I made the least detrimental choice possible by locking you in the trunk of a vehicle to whatever humorous effect we've come across now.
The least detrimental would have been staking me.
Oh, I don't know about that. I find that this is the least detrimental. Better to have you conscious than have you in torpor.
I mean, that was a pretty good throw. That was a small. That was that window. I mean, oof.
You know, I vaguely recall that, and I actually have to agree. That was a shocking throw, to be honest.
Thank you.
Surprised I didn't land on the car.
Surprised you didn't break the window.
That too.
I think that was the most impressive part.
What can I say? Might have been a star athlete in my previous life.
Star athlete or hideous monster?
Why do I not believe that?
Because I peaked in high school.
That's obvious.
Look, the point is, you're back, safe, and currently returned with your faculties, which, admittedly, when I put you in there, you certainly did not have.
Running on empty kind of does that to you.
Well, perhaps we've learned a lesson here about letting ourselves get to that point.
Yeah, don't run yourself empty on multiple portions.
Yeah.
But hey, no risk of losing control this time around.
I should hope so. We don't need a second body to dispose of this evening. And with that, Jacob actually casts a glance at Ambush.
Holds his hands up.
I'm not the only one in trouble.
No. No, you are
Alysse pipes up from the corner of the room. I'm glad it's not me this time.
Squatch is gonna lean over a little bit, look over Alice's way. It's you most of the time, regardless.
That said, I keep my problems quiet.
That was plural. Do you have problems currently?
Well, she did mention she had one problem, but supposedly it was not Coteries' issue. Unless you would
There's
like
one-
to make it the Coteries' issue.
Yeah, if there's one thing I've learned, what ends up being a personal issue eventually becomes a coterie issue. At least with this group. So, alright, out with it.
Do you need to get back in the trunk, Squatch?
Even Jacob would just lose it at that.
I dare you to try.
3 times the charm.
I mean, I could probably stuff all 3 of you in my trunk, to be honest, but...
Well,
I don't want to be in your trunk.
That conjured a most interesting mental image that I wish to not pursue.
I'll even sandwich Alice in the middle, let you two be the bread, you know?
I think I know a little lady that doesn't want your trunk exposed to any of us.
I didn't realize you were quite
Elephant
that
man.
flexible, Ambush.
It just goes right over his head.
Elephant Man, you never seen the Elephant Man movie?
No.
The defenestrator has no idea what I'm talking about. Probably don't even know what that means. All right, moving on.
No, I don't think he does either. He ain't smart.
That's a big ass word, though.
Alright. That being said, we have one person who is receiving medical attention on what happened at the house, and we have a now deceased individual that is making up its own version of a puzzle. I need to dispose of this body and likely figure out a way to get repairs on the inside of my vehicle. Thank you, Squatch.
I told you, staking's the better way. You wouldn't have repairs if you had just staked me.
I'm not so convinced. This came out far more amusing.
If you want to spend the money, then go right on ahead.
Well, it's certainly an option. Or I could just say a rabid dog was in the back of my car. That would work. Or a cougar.
But more, I mean,
You think
dogs
insurance
probably
is gonna
fits
buy a
more.
cougar?
Who knows? I could have been out hiking and escaped into my car while a cougar tried to ravage me.
They probably believe coyote more of a cougar, to be honest.
Ravaged
Coyote.
by a cougar. I think that's gonna be the name of my album.
I'm glad I could
Ravaged
be
by
helpful.
a cougar? Are you a cougar?
I think there's a double entendre there, yeah.
In some sense,
I mean,
she
now,
definitely could be.
officially, yeah. I think by human years, I think I'm supposed to be a cougar.
Only if you're going after those much younger than you.
What's the stop?
But I
me?
digress. But I digress. Oy vey. I need to dispose of this before it gets too late. Does anybody wish to assist?
I could chuck things.
Apparently.
An ambush, you've disposed of a body or two in a lake or a creek or something or other
Yeah.
before.
I'm gonna get started on looking up some of that information for you that we got.
Want me to file your
Please.
insurance claim? For the cougar attack?
No, I think I shall be alright to do that one myself.
Rabid MILF in Midtown.
You need to make that the name of a song.
She pulls out her notebook.
Anyways.
You know, we could also go to the airport, although that would suck for everybody.
Why the airport?
Because one of the other little shitling kids of the people, although that's the actual child of the other one. Sorry, which one? Hey, Alice, you're smarter than me. Which one works
great
at the
job.
airport?
Doing a great job, champ.
Thank you.
What are you talking about?
So we know about Carmex, right? That's his last name, Carmex.
Carson.
Yep.
Or what?
It's Carlson,
Carson.
by the way.
Carson.
Carson.
I like mine better. I like mine better. All right.
We both got it wrong.
We're all doing great.
Is it Carfax?
Carfox.
So fucking dumb.
Okay, so
Ambush.
Mr.
I am
Carson,
about an inch away from shooting you yet again.
Mr. Carson, Mr. Carson, we got Mr. Carson. But we also
Yep.
learned of another childer, but this one was the childer of the executioner, and that supposedly worked. At
Ian
the
Morgan.
airport. Ian Morgan, yes.
Yep. At
and
the airport.
this Mr. Morgan works at the airport.
Not saying we should do it. I'm
No,
just asking
Emma
you-
Baines. Emma Baines is at the airport.
Yep, that's correct.
That's
We
a
do
bad
not
idea.
know how to find Ian Morgan.
Okay.
Jacob checks his watch to see what the time is, because if I remember right, at the end of the last session, we were coming up on the end of the night.
It was pretty close, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Perhaps that is something for tomorrow evening.
To be
I
fair,
don't know about you, but I do not wish to chance the sun if I can avoid it.
getting out to some place
Yeah.
where you'd be able to dump the body tonight and back is a stretch.
Would be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You'd be risking being within an hour, maybe less, of the sunlight hitting you before you got home.
That's a bit tight.
That's really tight.
Okay, maybe I'll leave that one for tomorrow too.
Hey, could Mr. Digger here just dig around in the yard?
Best not bury bodies at home.
You're gonna fuck
Yeah,
up the
fair enough.
landscaping.
None of us mow the lawn.
Which makes it very obvious.
All right.
Do I have to start taking care of the landscaping? Because apparently none of you
Should
guys know
I
what the hell
Hire
landscaping
a
is.
landscaper. I don't want you mowing the lawn, if I'm being honest.
Why not? I'm
Could you
great at mowing
imagine?
lawns.
Are you gonna
Could
ride
you
on a John
imagine?
Deere or something? Jesus
Hell
Christ.
yeah! You ever ride John Deere before? You feel powerful on one of those.
You can't push a mower.
Could you just imagine the complaints from our neighbors hearing a lawnmower going at midnight?
Fuck our neighbors.
Oh yes, and what of the masquerade and amongst all of that?
Exactly. They will think we're vampires for sure. Oh, you mean the freaks that only fucking mow their lawn at midnight? That only come and go at night? Yeah, those are vampires.
Well, graveyard shifts are a thing.
Look, I will hire somebody to come and handle the lawn.
It is
But
okay.
burying bodies where we eat and sleep and shit is not a wise decision.
Do we shit?
No, it's a turn of phrase.
All right, just checking. Because I
You
Have
was-
you
was.
shit once since you died?
Well, I haven't, and I was just checking because I haven't talked to a lot of other. I mean, I talked to some other clans, but I thought maybe like that was just something we shut down. You know what? Never mind. It was a dumb question.
I'm.
I
think,
imagine all three of them are standing there looking at her like, the fuck?
That's exactly right.
We could always buy a robot to do it.
No. Somehow that is worse than the question of do we shit.
You know, it would be nothing at all to ghoul someone, have them live in the house during the daytime so it's not so fucking weird,
Ooh,
and have them mow the lawn during the day. Problem solved on multiple fronts. Multiple problems solved on one front.
this
Yes.
is taking
Take
a
a
long
shit.
time.
It would
Can
seem
I
a
go
problem.
home?
They get
Just-
shit for us too.
Jacob is just going to start like wrapping the body, rewrapping the body properly. He's no longer involving himself in this conversation.
No,
It's gone so off the rails and he's had enough.
Everybody poops, Jacob. Everybody poops.
Except for
Except
us,
for us.
apparently.
For us, yeah.
Our
I mean,
ghoul's
who
gonna ship
knows?
before, though.
Yeah.
Shit for us too. Nice.
I have to give him a lot of Taco Bell is what we're gonna have to do.
Just lettuce wraps,
strict curry diet
curry lettuce wraps.
and Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
Lots of fiber. We don't want him splitting up.
Throw an egg or two in
Oh
there.
my
Why not?
god.
The kinds of conversations that these spies have amongst
Chia
themselves.
seeds.
I never had chia seeds before. What they like?
Fibrous.
That's it. They're just fibrous.
They're really good for gut health. Or so I'm told.
They've got some very weird texture. Probably not to your taste, Ambush.
You grind them up, they're less like frog eggs.
What do you think would be my taste, Mr. Hold on, Mr. Loving. What is my taste, do you think?
I imagine
Porterhouse.
that as a mortal, you lived strictly off of takeout and meat. If you could avoid a green thing, you would.
Hey, I had green things. They were just side
Green
salads for my pasta, okay?
Point proven.
Really leaning into the Italian stereotype.
I'm also from New York, so there's also that. Look, I like my pasta. You are right though. I do like my meats, especially when they're in a bowl form. You know.
Look,
There's
the
something about-
occasional sprinkling of spinach barely counts.
Sometimes I eat that shit straight out the can like Popeye. I'm not gonna hold you.
Out of a can.
You had spinach out of a can before?
I could only imagine the mushy texture that would. Ugh.
Popeye even has his own brand.
You know what I miss?
What do you miss?
Special K.
Special K.
Cardboard.
I like those little dry berries.
Of course you would like some white woman cereal.
Fuck.
Cardboard and plastic.
You know, leave it to the
welcome.
minister to go. To let us know she enjoys dried up small berries.
Jesus.
I'm not sure what you're implying.
Yeah, why don't
And
you have
I
a real man
resent it.
cereal? Why don't you have a real man cereal like Lucky Charms?
Okay, at least my skin doesn't look like fucking bran flakes.
That's hurtful.
It was meant to be.
That's hurtful.
You call me a white woman.
You are a white woman.
I'm not sure that I am.
Do you identify as like a Apache flying helicopter or something?
That's ridiculous. That is a transphobic joke. And I'm not sure how that's relevant at the moment.
Probably doesn't even know what that is.
I think she might be Latina. If I'm being honest with you. I think that may have been baked into her character from the beginning, but who knows?
Look, she's white passing, let's be honest.
We don't remember.
It's never come up. It's never come up.
It's never come up.
It's never come up. It's not really relevant at the moment. Nobody's called her white before, so she never had to correct him.
Until now.
She's mixed, damn it.
Moving right along. Moving right along.
I can do this for hours. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we won't
I
stop.
love that we're
Coffee.
just like riffing on each other.
I know. Like
We've missed this. We've missed this.
we
Coffee.
have.
We've
This
missed
is more out of character than it is in character, I'm sure, because these characters don't
No.
riff on each other that much.
No,
Yes, they
no, this
do.
is
Oh,
in
yeah,
We
there's
love
character.
these scenes. We would do this for hours if you let us.
I
This
mean,
is
you're
coterie bonding time.
You're
This
right.
Is coterie bonding time.
Absolutely.
You're right.
Coffee, I promise this is 1,000% in character.
This is 100% in character. These are character moments.
Yeah.
We're bonding. We're bonding right now. Okay.
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
There was a risk
All
of
the
we're
bonds have been
healing.
broken over the last few days.
We're healing.
So, a couple
Just
of
like
hours.
the white woman. Or...
A couple of hours
Shut up.
before sunrise. Maybe 2 hours, hour and a half, maybe.
Jake- Jacob is gonna finish repackaging the body.
Yep.
Kind of wrapping it up like cut down tree stumps or whatever.
Mhm.
And then he's going to obviously go and put in the details and see if he can't get somebody to look into the license plates that he was given by
Okay.
ambush.
That is... So, I know that we had discussed a little bit of a time skip previously, so what we can do is, if you are wanting to move forward on that, because I think it was 2 weeks that y'all had thought would be a good jump. I'm having a little bit of a brain fart as to why it is that we were calling for that, but
I have no idea. I'm here.
I
I'm
know
just
the answer.
you what?
Yeah, we're here.
I know the answer. It's
do.
because you said that the police contacts have to figure out the license plate information. We just got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is
Thank you, Raven.
yeah. So with that being said, the 2 weeks would guarantee that you do get some information. If you want to leave it up to a roll, you could have it sooner, potentially.
You know what? Let's put the roll through.
Okay. So
Because we got other avenues we can track down if need be.
Yeah.
that will take the leaving it to time off the table. It will.
Yep.
It will yield what it yields, and that's it.
Okay.
Leaving it to spend more time festering is not. It's not going to get you anything more.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do for you, Mr. Levick, is I am going to call for a. Let's see. Let's call this. Because it is your police contact.
Yep.
It is going to be an investigation roll, but I'm going to call for manipulation investigation. Plus
Okay.
contact.
Could I assist
so-
in this?
You want to assist?
Yep.
How do you intend to assist?
I just had it too. He's going through his contacts, isn't he?
He is. Yeah, so he's hooking up with his police contacts in order to be able to
Yeah, I don't think there's be a way I could assist with that. 'Cause I don't have any contacts of my own or anything.
Can I add in my 1 dot of police influence as well?
influence wouldn't necessarily be super relevant here because you're not looking to change policy or anything about the movements of the police force. You are just looking for someone to give you information.
Okay.
Influence
So
is
that
more
would
if
be
you want
my-
to make changes to the way that the police operate.
Okay. So that would be the 2 dots, police contact added in on a manipulation
Investigation. Yep.
investigation. Hey, it's not too bad.
4's not
Not
too
too
bad.
bad at all.
So, the information.
That's actually a pretty good roll.
Yeah, it is. Given that you had 5 dice in that pool. Yep.
Mhm.
So, the turnaround on this is only a matter of a couple days. So, you were lucky in that regard. Your contact definitely doesn't like skimming the database because they could ultimately get caught. So when they tell you they got to do it quick, they got to do it quick. But when they reach back out to you a couple days later, you've already, paid them the cash to be able to bribe them into this information. They come back with a residence. It is listed under a Albert Carlson. And where do they pin him? Let's see. They give you a residential address near downtown, so it looks like it's an apartment complex, maybe a condo complex. That is nearby to the Sheriff Security's offices. And so you have a home address that this registration is listed to.
Amazing.
Now,
So
whether
that
he
gives
actually
us-
stays there or not, that remains to be seen, but it's something.
Beautiful. That gives us at least a couple of days of downtime for that, then.
In those 2 days, what are the rest of you up to?
Definitely feeding.
Okay, so we can chalk that up to a roll. Go ahead and
At least it's not Hunger 4 this time.
Yep, go ahead and make a feeding roll.
Let's see here. Textile plus.
Okay, 5 will be enough. Ooh,
Yay,
actually,
I'm taking 2.
That is 7
That's
on a crit.
that's a 7.
Yep.
Yep.
7 on a crit, so you definitely have your pick of the litter. So you're taking 2, you said?
Yep.
Okay. So, any other kind of like minor things that you can do in a couple of days that you're looking to get into?
I don't think so on Squatch's end.
Okay. What about ambush?
You're muted.
I couldn't even tell that they were talking.
It's because I was muted. I say Ambush has got some criminal contacts he'd probably like to get in touch with to see if there's any work to be done and deal with that work.
Okay, so looking to.
So getting in touch with those little criminal people.
Okay, so are you just looking to, like, for busy work? Or are you looking to make a, Are you looking for something specific out of this?
Just busy work.
Just busy work. Okay, so that's
Busy work to perhaps down the line translate into more dots because him doing work basically.
okay. make this a roll. See how effective that is. See what kind of job you get, and just how deep of a connection you can make. So that's going to be a charisma.
You literally giving me my worst. All right.
Well, because this is going to be a combo roll, so it's going to be kind of a weird one. It's going to be a charisma plus brawl plus contact.
Charisma, brawl, contact. Okay.
Yep. Because you're the hit guy, but you're also trying to make a connection, make more social connections in your in your little mob group, and you're using your contact to do it.
Okay.
I call for some weird rolls sometimes.
I'm gonna rouse for this right quick, and I'm gonna.
I feel you on that, Coffee. I do too.
I like making weird rolls though.
Let me do this. So brawl, charisma.
Mhm.
It's strange.
Yep.
Let's re-roll a few of those dice.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, that's 6. So while you're kind of doing a little bit of busy work, you're kind of getting to know more of the guys. You're kind of getting to understand some of the local branch, because they're obviously part of the bigger organization, but there's like little pockets of your people from the mob who take up work and or living here, and so you're getting to know some of the guys. They offer you some work to shake down a guy. Somebody who hasn't paid their dues to the organization for protection.
We can't be having that.
Yep. So the guys here run a protection racket, and because this little convenience store owner hasn't paid his dues, they wanted you to rough up his kneecaps a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit.
Okay, I can definitely do that.
And so after the job, they give you a nice pat on the back, good work. You're kind of keeping yourself, a little out of sight when it comes to these guys, because they're, from what all they all look very much human. And so after the job, yeah, the guys kind of like you. They like what you do.
Hell yeah.
They like what you.
Yay.
They like the kind of show of force that you bring. So maybe, just maybe, if the right job falls into line, you might have more to do.
Hell yes, I like that.
Alysse, anything you're getting up to in the 2 days or so?
Alysse is rating her MILF song.
Spending some time crafting her song. Okay.
Well, and more importantly, she's sending it over to the agent
Okay.
that she is associated with,
The music
whose name
agent,
I definitely know.
Julia Astor.
Haha!
Yes.
I need to just start a spreadsheet with these damn names on them.
I mean, the Roll20 has a list of all the names that you know. Just you have to
Oh, fuck me.
expand the
Oh, fuck
folders.
me. Of course I do. Oh my god, of course I do.
Yep.
Yeah, look, she's right there, Julia Astor.
Yep.
Yep, I forgot that that's a thing.
Okay. So I'm gonna call this Let's make it a roll because we're doing a bunch of rolls right now.
Yes, I want to sell this.
Yes. Charisma performance.
I want to leverage this into. Thank you. Yeah, I want to leverage this into influence over the city with the release of an EP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So charisma performance. Let's see how well written this is for you. In 2 days.
Well, you know, I mean, let's say she was already working on some other stuff, right?
But she had
Like,
a spark
it's not
of
like she
inspiration
just
thanks to the boys
matured
today.
this. Exactly. Exactly. What can I add to this? Anything? What do I got?
Do you have any specialties in performance?
I'm sure I do. What is
You get a free specialty in performance for having performance.
let's see. I've got performance singing.
Singing is part of this, so you can add that as a +1.
Yep. What else goes on in the stuff that I've got?
You know, you might have presence dots. Do you have awe?
I do have all.
Awe counts. You can add your presence as another modifier,
Okay,
so
so
another
that's
+2.
3.
Mhm.
I have to remember that I have all the time. I'm so bad about that. Okay, so that's 3.
Okay. Okay, so 6 it is. And when Julia gets the file that you've put together, you know, whether it's like a demo recording or something like that, of the song, she sends you back a message, maybe gives you a call, and says, you know, that she really likes the sound of it. She definitely wants to hear it live. She thinks the recording doesn't necessarily do it very good justice. You know, it's recorded on whatever it is that you have for recording, maybe on your phone. And she thinks that there's a lot of potential here if we were to get like a full studio in on it. That
On her phone, I'm sure she's got a laptop.
The laptop microphone quality.
I'm sure she's got Audacity. Come on.
Yes, she does have Audacity, and it could be that she has a decent enough mic, but also the mic is picking up both the guitar and her voice at the same time, not separate tracks.
I'm sure she's doing somewhat. She's a professional musician.
Right. This is just a demo.
Thank you.
This is not the finished product. This is just the demo.
I know. She didn't record it on her phone, Coffee.
I don't know.
I have to fight you on that one. She didn't record the damn thing on her phone. She's a Grammy-winning artist. She's got 2 albums out.
The Grammy part I didn't know, but
I just made that up.
But yeah, Julia wants to develop it more, wants to hear it live. She's got time in a couple weeks to be able to meet with you in order to listen live.
Okay.
So we can always just pop that as a scene for when you want to do that.
Yeah, whenever. She'll go down by the studio or whatever.
Okay.
And then can I rouse to heal?
You can. You have 1 aggravated health damage, so it will be taking 3 rouse checks to heal it.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a costly thing for aggravated damage. Okay.
So be it.
So you only get hungry by 1 for having healed that that aggravated damage.
Nice.
And so, the next step over the next couple of days is for you all to make rouse checks for the multiple days that you have slept. So go ahead and make 2 rouse checks each. Okay. Oh. Mr. Levick, you did not get hungry at all in the last couple days.
Yes, well, keeping it relatively low key with little exertion tends to help.
Okay. And then Squatch, Alice, and Ambush all got hungry just by 1 for those 2 days. So, the body that you had in your possession has also been dealt with. So
Yes,
there's that.
please.
So,
Could you imagine a body sitting in the trunk of his vehicle for 3 days? I think not.
So that's all of that. So, what are y'all up to next? You have information on where Carlson potentially is.
Yes.
And it is a Friday.
Would you like the spy to go and spy?
I think so. I think it would be in our best interests for you to do a little bit of
Reconnaissance.
before we go knocking on his front door. Somehow I feel like knocking on his front door would be a little bit unwelcome.
Yeah, and considering I'm the best spy amongst us, well, I'll go and get to it.
Are you going by yourself? Do you need backup, or?
Ambush, I'm quite sure I am a lot stealthier than you are. This is my specialty. I'll be fine on my own.
If you were stealthy, I asked if you needed backup.
He is not answering, he's on his way out the door.
Okay.
Because dominance compulsions are a bitch.
Yes, that is still something that you're suffering from.
Uh-huh.
That reminds me, did my dominance compulsion get cleared?
Can't say that it has.
Ooh.
I mean,
Even though he
kind of
did rub it in my face that he shoved me in the trunk again.
Not enough.
I kind of did rub his nose in it quite a bit.
A little bit. There was a lot of snide remarks, but not necessarily about Squatch being your lesser in this particular regard.
I tried.
I mean, I did refer to him as a feral dog or a cougar.
It's
I don't
pretty
know.
disrespectful. I don't know.
It's very disrespectful. But, Squatch, I do have to ask you then. Do you feel like that was an appropriate enough insult to make you feel like a lesser kindred?
Yes, he would have. That's why he was trying to be snide back. And then that's what led to the entire thing. It was just going in circles.
I mean, to be fair, that is your personality, Raven. Love you.
Love you too.
Um. Okay, I'm gonna say it's cleared because
Woohoo!
I was gonna toss it up to a dice roll, but that seems a little unfair. It'd be
The attempt was made.
Now I am going to unseen passage the second I'm out of sight. Of course.
because of course.
Of course.
Because of course.
Because my rouse checks just don't like me.
No, they don't like you at all, Squatch. In fact, you get very pissy when you're hungry. You're not you.
So you're saying I need a Snickers?
Yes.
Thankfully, I'm only at hunger 3 now.
Yes, you are hungry.
Only, she said.
Only.
Okay. Well, Squatch is off to go and stalk a Albert Carlson. What are the rest of you up to for this night?
Jacob is going to take his leave and go check back in with Velda while Squatch is doing his investigation.
Okay. Amber, Alice?
There is an itch.
There's an itch. Ambush, Alice? What are y'all gonna be up to?
I have a thought.
We have plenty of those.
I have a thought.
Mm.
Jacola and Alice's recent ties to him as a progenitor. I think she's going to try and take advantage of that with tools of the trade. Do you remember our conversation about that some 3 odd weeks ago?
No, I do not. Sadly.
Fantastic. I'd be happy to re-enlighten you.
Yes. Please elaborate for the audience, too.
Happy to. Let me pull up the lore sheet for the fun of it. That sounds fun. Does that sound fun to everybody? Am I insane?
A little.
Don't
Why
answer
would you
that.
ask us that, Amber?
So, among the kindred of Europe, one of the most infamous members of the ministry is Count Jacola, an Iberian noble turned spy for the Church of Set back when the clan and church were largely the same entity. Jacola traveled between blah, 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 blah. Very much the stereotypical tempter and schemer, and most of his descendants follow suit, using drugs, sex, religious beliefs, or occasionally plain burglary to obtain anything needed. His own religious convictions were dubious at best. His extensive travels and independence from the usual court system led Jocalo, I should say it right, Jocalo to sire many offspring across the world, and ministers claiming him as an ancestor spread further still during the ages of sail and steam.
How do you spell
She's
that
pulled
name?
a couple of Jocalo, Count Jocalo.
Okay, I'm gonna look this character up because I don't have a frame of reference for them.
He seems like a roguish fellow.
Okay.
There's a reputation that you get with like Anarchs, Camarilla, Autarchs, Hakata. Most blood cults won't refuse me entry. That's one thing that I have. But I also have tools of the trade.
Okay.
Jokalo's blood gives you an understanding of his methods. You gain a free specialty in your choice. Wait, I'm reading the wrong one. No, wait, that's it. I already have that part. I got distracted. You are, however, known for inheriting Jokalo's teachings, and local authorities or boon holders often come to you to get underhanded tasks done or consider you a suspect. So, as we discussed, I would like to get a client for one of those underhanded tasks done.
Okay.
And you said something along the lines of, I don't know, you'd pull up some people and roll on a table. You told me to poke and prod. This is poking and prodding.
I don't remember when it was that we talked about that.
It was after this session 3 weeks ago that we actually had while I was in Milwaukee still.
Yeah, I didn't have notes about it, so that's why I'm blanking on it. So.
Yeah, as you would not. That's okay. You get to run this in the background of your brain while you run other people's scenes.
That is not how my brain works.
Really?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Nope. I cannot multitask when it comes to my brain.
You don't have, like, dual processors in there?
Nah. Girl, I barely got one. So, the question that I would have for you is, what are you intending to get out of it, as well as what kind of scene you're looking for? Because I'm not sure I understand what kind of scene you're looking for here.
So I am known to kindred in the city as well as local authorities. And so people who hold boons come to me to get those underhanded tasks done.
Okay.
Or to consider me a suspect of some underhanded tasks that have been done. So I'm looking for one of those two things to happen. I'm looking for a contact.
You're looking for this to be a reason to buy a contact dot with experience?
No. I'm looking for somebody who needs something. And to be the person that needs to do something for them.
Okay.
I'm looking for a side quest, homie.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to think about, because I don't have one off the top of my head.
And that's okay. This is just the only thing that I've got.
Okay.
I don't have anything else right now.
Outside of what maybe someone else wants to drag you into?
Yeah, I mean, they can do that. But this is something else that I would have personally.
Okay.
This is why I took this, because it's another way for me to interact with the city.
Okay. That one, that is definitely one that I'm going to need you to send me notes on, and I will come up with something for next session, because that's not something that I will have today.
That's fine.
Honestly,
I forgot about it until the middle of the session anyway.
Ambush, what you gonna be up to?
I'm gonna go stalk my kid, I guess.
Stalk your kid. Okay.
Oh, let me come.
I'm gonna stalk my kid. Nah, you're gonna ruin me. I'm gonna stalk my kid.
Come on, I'm so good at that, though.
What do you mean you're so good at that?
Ruining you.
No, that's exactly why I don't want you to come, is you'll ruin it.
That's funny. Well, the l- the last place that you saw Wilson was at the Sheriff Security's office, right?
Yeah.
So you could go with Squatch because he's going with the air into the area if you wanted.
And we'll just taper off from there, yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
Okay.
Because I was kind of maybe planning on nabbing a quick bite on the way to spy.
Right. Um.
uh,
So, I think what we'll do is we're gonna start with Mr. Levick here. Cause Club Cosmo sounds like a perfectly good place to hit up right now. It's a Friday night. It's busy. Lights are strobing. People are drinking. Having a grand old time in this particular club here. So, Mr. Levick, what are you doing?
Jacob has more drifted this way, not through any actual thought, but more the pull of the blood. That little blood bond. It's like this irritating itch in the back of his mind that he can't seem to get to let go. And it's distracting him from what he needs to do. And so he has found himself here at Cosmo, sitting at the bar, watching the crowd. At the very least, he can try and get a little information about Velda or those that surround her with this distracting itch. Although he cannot deny that there is the small hope that she will show up herself.
Well, given that this is her establishment, makes sense that she would be here, right? You're hoping.
Yes.
The taste of her very lovely Toreador Vitae. Even her looks, as little as you regard looks on people, is alluring to you.
Oh, she is outright stunning, quite beautiful, but that is to be expected from one of her clan. But she's also cunning.
Indeed.
And that also catches his interest. She did speak of Urian Doyle with a certain fondness as well last time he spoke with her.
Indeed.
So she could certainly be an in into more information about him as well. There's certainly plenty of things that Jacob could use around her. But the urge to do so is muffled. It's hard to decide whether taking in the blood was really a good idea or just foolhardiness. Arrogance on his part.
The Clan of Kings has always been described as arrogant. Perhaps that is something that you fall victim to very often. And as
Indeed.
You're pondering, kind of watching the crowd, enjoying or not enjoying the various people that come and go from the bar to the dance floor to the booths on this bottom floor. People eating, drinking, having fun. One very distinct one, a very distinct person, pops out at you as you see her begin to stroll onto the floor as if she is the only person here.
He frankly cannot help but watch her, his eyes kind of locking onto her the moment that he enters even the slightest corner of his vision. And it's not something that he can help.
You see her chatting with a few of the patrons as she's walking by, maybe a twinge of jealousy creeps into your mind. She's talking to them first, and not you.
Indeed.
Has she even noticed
Turning it
you?
over. He turns it over in his mind again and again and again. Look at me. Notice me here. I am sitting here waiting for you. Despite the active attempts that he is making to shut those thoughts out. And yet, they are persistent.
Do you have awe to be able to try and catch her gaze?
That's a good question. No, I have don't.
Ah,
I'm the other side of it.
on the other side of that coin, yes. She's definitely walking with an air of everyone wanting to grab her attention. Everyone wanting to be a part of her conversation.
Now, being a kindred who also has presence, albeit the other side of the coin on this case, can I recognize if she is using presence abilities at this moment?
Well, that would probably be an intelligence occult. I would say that the DC would be lower because you are familiar with how presence works.
Can I add my presence dots to it?
No, not as a modifier.
Okay, fair. I'm not an occult character.
Yeah. It's a safe assumption. Because presence works that it is subtle. It is not visible, it's not noticeable, but it's just a feeling that you get when a person of a particularly strong presence, like obviously the Baron has, her looks notwithstanding, that it's safe to assume that because it is a known clan discipline and she has the kind of draw that you would assume presence to have in, say, others that you've witnessed using this power, that yeah, it's a safe assumption. Whether she is or not, it remains to be seen, but you definitely get the sense that the room lights up when she walks into it.
An odd occurrence considering her more gothic dress style?
Sorry, what?
An odd occurrence considering her more gothic dress style.
Exactly. But that's kind of the aesthetic of the club. Dark and whimsical.
And yet it's almost like there is a spotlight upon her.
Hmm.
The people that she's talking to, is there anyone of note? Anybody that I might recognize or have an interest in?
Recognize? Recognize? Not really. There's not anyone here who looks like someone that you have met or maybe heard of.
So just a bunch of regular people that she seems to have a regular contact with.
Makes sense, given she's the proprietress.
Regulars.
Mhm.
Perhaps I should become a regular.
It is a very strong thought in your mind. But eventually...
He kind of shifts in his seat. Just leaning forward a bit, almost as if he's drawn to her slightly. He doesn't even realize that he's doing it.
And as you're shifting in your seat, it's as if you've caught the corner of her eye, and her eyes shift to you for a moment before finishing the conversation for a few minutes. And then walking slowly, taking her time. She's got all the time in the world. Making her way over to you.
How infuriating. She's doing this intentionally. He's sure of it. Taking her time. There's no rush to her movements, and where he feels he should be the most important person in the room, she makes it very clear that he is not. And that twigs something irksome in him.
But she strolls up to you, leaning on the bar next to you, and
Ms. Velda, it's a pleasure to see you this evening.
pleasure, Mr. Levick.
Have you had an eventful night?
Nothing terribly eventful. The usual fare for a Friday night.
I'm glad to hear it. It seems rather busy in here.
Just the way I like it.
Plenty of regulars, I see.
Yes, indeed. And you seem to be making yourself a regular occurrence here, too. Certainly
It
isn't
only
your
fits.
scene.
Ah. No, normally it is not. But it's got a good atmosphere.
I'm glad you think so. So what, pray tell, brings the illustrious Mr. Levick to my door?
To be completely honest with you, Miss Velda, I am simply drawn here.
I wonder why, she says with a sly smirk.
I think you are perfectly aware of why.
Where's the fun in admitting that right off?
Oh, it's plenty fun to see what you do with the information.
I don't know yet.
Well, since I'm here, I had a thought.
I'm sure you have many.
Do you know anything about Seraph Securities?
Seraph Securities? I think they have an office downtown. Well, near downtown, anyway. That's in Bautista's domain.
Yes. Someone whom I am still attempting to get in contact with.
She's not a hard one to find. The giant tower in the center of the city is kind of her calling card.
This is true, but one cannot exactly just show up on her doorstep unannounced. That would be rude.
Says the man who showed up on my doorstep. Unannounced.
Fair play, fair play.
But, given that you and I have recently made an agreement, you are considered now a constituent of mine, and you're welcome to come by unannounced.
Yes. How is that going, by the way? Hopefully nothing too strenuous.
Well, it's only been a couple of days. Word hasn't really gotten around.
Well, I guess we'll see.
Eventually, Jameson's going to come back furious.
I'm certainly expecting it. I've certainly made attempts within my own little slice of heaven to make it so it's difficult for others to get in, if need be. And if they do, I'll know about it.
Smart move.
I do my best.
Information is a weapon. And the more you have, the more lethal you can be.
I try to make friends where I can, and those friends can tell me very interesting things. And what of you, Ms. Velda? I assume you have many friends?
Quite a number. I like to think that every member of this domain considers a friend amongst myself, at least. I certainly have no issues with most.
Most?
There's maybe one or two people that I keep at arm's length, primarily because they want to stay at arm's length. But
I'll admit I must fight the urge to pry on that.
It's not super relevant.
It doesn't have to be relevant if it's simply two people talking.
But as we were just saying a moment ago, information is power and a weapon. And the more information you have, Mr. Van True, the more lethal you become, which could be used to my advantage or to my detriment, and I haven't decided which yet.
It's always a double-edged sword.
Always with kindred.
But if you have anything that you wish to ask of me in return, it's certainly something that I can attempt to provide. I tend to be rather good at gathering information
Well,
and then putting it to use where need be.
Always useful. Then I suppose I need a sampling. If you have a sample
Ask
to
and I will
offer.
see what I can do.
I was just going to see what you would offer up freely. What do you want me to know?
That's a difficult question. Is there anything specific that Velda might be digging for?
That, I think, would be a wit's insight.
Ooh. That's a fun roll. I'm probably not gonna beat her, though.
Let's see, what is she rolling here? She kind of wants you to be curious.
She wants me to be curious. Damn.
You're not exactly sure what she wants just yet. But yeah, you get the distinct impression she wants you to be proactive. She wants you to ask questions and wants you to give what you think she should know as a baron. Whether it's exactly what she wants, that's a little harder to read.
Oh, this is a hard one. Okay.
Yep. She's being coy about it, like she's kind of treating it like a game. She's not being super
She's
serious
being
about it.
very coy about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like he made an offer of information, and she's like, "Well, what do you think I want to know?"
Exactly.
Fuck.
So what does Mox think that Velda wants to know?
Fuck, she could want to know anything.
Out of everything that you know, what do you think that she would find the most value in? Because you know quite a lot.
Velda's a character I know quite well, too.
Mm.
I'm just trying to think, what do I have that she might be interested in? I honestly have no idea at this point. Are you perhaps looking for some information about me personally?
If you think that's what I want to know.
Well, knowing those that are working for you can be of assistance.
It can.
So to begin with, what do you know about me?
A number of things.
A number of things.
A number of things. Recent transplant to San Antonio. Took your own little corner over by the West Lakes. The West Lakes little section of town. As time went on, you've collected yourself a little menagerie of interesting little folks. Other transplants to the city. Created yourself a little coterie or something. But one thing I can't exactly put my finger on is why?
Why I
here?
created a coterie? Why here?
Why here? Why San Antonio? Is it because of the widely regarded sort of sanctuary town that we've become known for? Or is it something more specific than that?
San Antonio is a secure city. There are many rumors around it. And I was drawn here to look into those rumors. It was the best option for me.
You're curious about the rumors and that's it? Curiosity?
Not necessarily curiosity.
You're seeking
It is a
truth.
vested interest of mine to seek the truth.
To what end?
To the end of, I bet my existence on being here.
It's a matter of a bet. A life or death kind of bet.
Very much so. I either find out the truth or I don't. And the truth, or not, will either ensure my survival or my end. Simply a matter of how I play my cards.
Where you came from must have been real high stakes, if you're willing to make that kind of bet. Either stay there or come here. Wherever there
If
is.
you know anything about my clan, the where doesn't matter as much as the who.
Really?
I'm a Ventru.
Yes.
And hierarchy matters.
Is the hierarchy
Or at least
where the from that you came from?
if I answer that, is it going to cause me to end up staked on a roof somewhere?
Would that make it more interesting?
Possibly not.
I have no reason to do that to you yet. We've only
What
just
do you
met.
think about... What do you think about the political sphere, Ms. Velda?
In what regard?
In our regard.
Where there's the 3 baronies, mine, Batista's, and Jameson's.
Beyond the city.
How do you mean? Texas
Well,
as a whole?
I mean, our society as a whole. And since we are in a public place, Jacob is being very careful about what he actually says here. Because who knows who's listening in.
Right. So if you're trying to clue her into something specific, but without saying it outright.
He's asking for her thoughts on the vampire faction.
Okay.
On the Camarilla, on the Anarchs, on the Sabbat, all of that. That's what he's looking for.
Okay. Yeah, she's pretty insightful. She'd understand what you mean by that. The grander play. Well, I don't have much experience interacting with other political sort of factions. I was embraced here after all. San Antonio.
But you were involved with the previous incursions, as it were.
Yes. Previous incursions were dealt with. I did play a part, but it was primarily the War Baron. He was the true orchestrator of their demise.
So you have no opinion of the overall structure? Of the overall conflict that seems to occur?
I can't say that I like conflict. But I don't have a lot of external experience.
On not particularly enjoying conflict, you and I are of agreement.
I can't imagine who would enjoy conflict.
You would be quite surprised.
Most every kindred that I know is conflict averse.
A wise thing. To an extent.
But if the things that they love, the home that they've built for themselves, if any of that comes under threat, they're willing to put it all on the line to defend it.
This city has so much good in it.
I like to think so.
What if I were to tell you that I would like to build something new? External to the current political machinations of things above our heads.
I'm curious as to what this vision is.
Obviously not something that can be spoken about in the open, but
If you want to take it back to the office.
we certainly can.
She'll give you, like, just take a step away and then kind of give you a very sultry come hither look.
He will stand and follow, just shaking his head slightly. How did he get himself into this mess?
She'll lead you behind a counter somewhere and lead you back into her office, one that you know to be fairly well soundproofed.
It's the second time he's been back here.
Indeed. You do have a couple of onlookers watch as you both make your way back towards the office. But
I'll take note of those faces.
No one really makes a comment. They just watch.
Yep.
And she'll sit in a chair, crossing her legs, motioning for you to take the chair opposite of her.
He makes sure that the door is shut. And he takes a seat. And says, what if I were to tell you that I descend from Hardstadt?
Hardstadt.
If that name means anything to you.
I'm gonna see if it might. Oh, I need to look up the lineage of somebody. Where did I store that information? That. Sheets, yes. Oh, drats. I don't. Do I have a note for that? Damn. I thought it would be in my notes. Hang on. Wait. No, I don't have a note for that. Okay.
I'm so curious.
Can't say that I've heard the name before. Necessarily.
That might be, in and of itself, a blessing for me. Hardstadt was the one who created the Camarilla as we know it.
I see. And you're descended from this great founder of the Camarilla?
Yes. But you see, the Camarilla has flaws.
Yes, they do.
More to the point, those flaws are causing it to crumble, bit by bit.
Hmm.
The elders that held it together are moving to take their holy war across the seas, called by some invisible force.
I have heard of something like that, though.
And it only leaves the younger to hold everything together with string and duct tape.
If
And
no one
those
thinks
who
to
are on
train
the
anyone.
verge, well, those who are on the verge remain in power, and even they are fighting off the urge to be dragged across the ocean as well. And the experience of our elders does not get passed down because that takes time. I'm sure it is the same everywhere. Passing down experience takes time.
Yes, it does.
It leaves the Camarilla with some major flaws.
Like ballsy other Ventru coming down to a city known to be a sanctuary city to try and claim it for himself.
Perhaps. You see, I can see those flaws in the Camarilla. And I would seek to create something better than what my forefathers were capable of creating. It might be a pipe dream, but it's something that I would stake my existence on. And San Antonio is a special city. The infrastructure here, the way that the baronies work, both against and with each other, there is so much here that could be stronger.
In what way?
This city is going to have constant incursions from the Camarilla. Either until it falls to the hands of whoever is coming. No, either. Camarilla wants this city and they will take it. No matter how many existences must be ended in order to do so. And it will take time. But I have a proposition. Name a prince.
Huh. You're joking.
I wish I were. Once a prince has been named, the city can function as is without worry of Camarilla incursion.
Mr. Levick,
Baron Velda.
you can't be serious.
I am. As crazy as it might be.
She looks at you with a little bit of a furrowed brow.
This city already functions quite a lot under the laws that are passed for the Camarilla. A prince holds jurisdiction over their city and can enforce those laws as they see fit. If the city already functions under those laws, what's to say that a prince would make any difference?
But it would. It would absolutely make a difference, because that would mean that the city is surrendering itself to the Camarilla's greater rulership, I suppose. You name a prince, and what's to stop them from bringing in some other Camarilla agents in order to root themselves into our city?
Which is why, when you name a prince, you name somebody that you can ensure will uphold the way that the city functions. A puppeted head, if you would.
My coterie fought tooth and nail to make sure that that didn't happen.
Yes. Yes, you did. But what is it that you fear? What about the Camarilla makes you fear?
Stranglehold. The rest of this city would be under a stranglehold.
A lack of choice.
Indeed. Anarchs pride themselves on their rights to exist. That one is certainly capable of settling their own beef with someone else without the risk of someone else intervening.
And what of those who are set atop to face the sun for assisting? Is that not, in and of itself, the same response as what the Camarilla would have given?
Perhaps. But
It is.
it was their choice to make their decisions to become traitors to this city.
It was.
And they dealt with the consequences of that action, of that choice. It's certainly not good.
I also have a choice that results the same way. I find the truth, or I face the sun. Or worse yet, somebody else takes me back into them. I would like to see this city prosper.
Under a princedom.
Well, it needs some work. But a princedom would provide protections.
You're talking about the whole of this city being willing to throw themselves at the mercy of a single individual.
What if it's a single individual that they elect?
The Camarilla doesn't elect.
Who's to say that the Camarilla has to be aware that they were elected? We function in a world of lies.
And many, many taking the truth.
You are hesitant.
I should have your head.
You could. And yet I'm still sitting here.
I haven't decided what to do with you yet.
Your blood is currently in my veins.
Yep.
I tell you the truth out of my own choice. But you could have ordered it from me at any point. If I leave this city and return to whence I came, it would be my final death. I would prefer not to throw this city into deep turmoil if I could avoid it. And in you, I can see a potential ally. Perhaps somebody who can see and perhaps understand the benefits that I'm offering.
I could tell you right now the city would never allow it.
The city or certain individuals within the city?
Most individuals.
Did you know that not all of those who attended the incursion previously have perished?
I'm aware. Ran with their tail between their legs.
Have you heard tell of the boogeyman?
I have.
Do you know who he is?
I have a guess.
Would you be willing to share that guess?
Is that the truth you seek?
No. But what I say next, it should put into some clarity.
Since you're asking me if I know who he is, I imagine that means that you do.
I'm fairly certain, yes. And actually, I would not be surprised if he was not tracking my every move at this point. And since you had dealings with the previous incursion, I can only assume that he either slipped your notice or you've let him go intentionally. Which raises the question as to why.
Nosy little devil, you.
Not nosy. Simply putting pieces together of a very, very large puzzle. I like this city and should very much seek to understand it and its inner workings.
Reveal too many of the city's secrets and it'll eat you up.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I am dead regardless of what I do. So why not dig my hole deeper? So, who is your guess on this gentleman?
A friend of a friend.
A name?
Galvin.
Theodore Galvin, previously of Jackson, and then of Dallas.
That would be the one.
One who was very loyalist to Camarilla. And old. Quite old.
So they say.
And yet he still wanders the streets.
Yes, he does.
Why is that?
Paying back a debt to an old friend.
An old friend. In an anarch city.
He's renounced the Camarilla. Same as any other former Camarilla here.
I don't believe he has.
Why do you say that?
A little birdie.
Oh, come now. Don't play coy with me now.
A friend of mine had an interaction with him.
I see.
And that interaction told a lot. And since you are aware of his presence, I think you might be in contact with him.
It has been some time.
Some time.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of the other barons aware of him?
They're aware of the boogeyman.
Are they aware of him?
I'm sure.
Who he is? Who he was?
I'm sure that they are.
Really? That would include Baron Jameson, one who is entirely against Camarilla existing anyhow.
That would be correct. How much they know, can't say for sure, but I would imagine if I hazard a guess that they would as well. Especially if any of their people had gone missing as a result of this boogeyman.
Well, the boogeyman has certainly made his name in that sense known.
You disrupt the cat status quo. Then the boogeyman comes for your head.
How familiar? The status quo being maintained even in an anarch city. Surely you can see how amusing that is.
I can see how amusing you might find that. But the number of times that we've had uppity kindred decide they didn't want to play by the masquerade rules. The number
It
of
happens a lot.
number of Second Inquisition agents that we've barely escaped. You can see why such a thing needs to exist.
Second Inquisition, uppity kindred. I wonder if you can see the irony of this.
I can.
So, where do your thoughts lie at present?
I don't know yet.
Then let me say this at the very least. Know that in my actions, I will do my utmost to maintain the city in contact with itself. I do not bring destruction. Only a wish for something better.
And what if destruction follows you anyway? You've already said that you're a man who has nothing to lose.
Then it will likely be my head that goes anyhow. And in which case, the destruction will be what it is.
You're not alone in this either, are you?
I'm an orchestrator. Those that I have picked up and used to my benefit. One thing is that one Camarilla agent must be worth 20 regular kindred.
Em's already told me that she has a bad feeling.
Does she now?
And I trust her instincts.
And what do your instincts tell you? What does me standing here, sitting here, in front of you, divulging all of this, tell you?
That maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe I have a lot more to learn.
Well, there is always more to learn. But who's really the idiot here? And Jacob taps the side of his nose.
You are foolish.
Foolish and ballsy. And I've also been accused of being arrogant and self-righteous in the past.
Why does that not surprise me? I've known plenty like you.
Have you, though?
A few.
Any that would speak honestly with you like this?
Only one. And I doubt he would even be that forthcoming.
Baron Velda, can I ask? What would you like to see become of this city?
Given our connection, maybe I should be careful with my words, as you might just make it happen.
I will not endeavor to make it happen, unless it is something that aligns with my goal.
What I want for San Antonio is the same as my great-grandfather. my great-grandsire, established this domain to be a safe haven. A safe haven for those who would better the city, who would be true to themselves, free of any shackles that they carry themselves. For most, that's freedom from the Camarilla.
And perhaps we should create something new. Would you be willing to brainstorm on that with me, Baron Velda? Something that honors that dream.
I'll think about it.
In which case, I shall leave you with your thoughts. I trust that you shall keep this to yourself for now. Who knows, perhaps it could be of use to you in future. I do make a fun little bargaining chip.
Oh, come now. You're smarter than that.
Smart enough to put myself in the fire. Certainly.
You are definitely an idiot for that.
And yet here I stand.
Good night, Jacob.
Good night, Baron Velda. May you have an easy evening. And with that, he will bow and let himself out.
All right.
With that conversation, it certainly puts her in an interesting position.
Indeed it does. I did not mean for that scene to run so long, because
Did I?
I do also have to work in the morning. I have an opening shift.
I'm so sorry.
I am.
Thank you, though.
I am too. I am so
Look,
sorry.
either way, I've completed my desire, which was survive. You know, it would...
I promise we will get to the rest of you next time. I promise. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Damn.
So,
To be fair, this is the
Well
first time
worth
in
it.
how many weeks we've run this game?
Sorry, what, Raven?
Oh, I love you.
I said, to be fair, how long has it been since we've run this game?
It's been a couple of weeks. Something like 3.
Yeah.
Well, this will give you more time to think you thought some of the other scenes too, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. And Amber wants a side quest for Alice, so I'll have a little bit of time to think about that too.
I can probably knock myself back into Squatch's headspace for next session too.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause today was just, I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah. Well, everybody still gets their experience for showing up. I'm sorry that it didn't.
Yay.
It didn't. It didn't involve y'all more. I'm so sorry.
I mean,
I love you all, I'm sorry.
We did get to rib the shit out of
Out of
Yeah,
Jake-
we all
out
got a
of-
big scene in the beginning. That was fun.
Yeah, you did have
Yeah.
some ribbon on each other earlier in the session, which was definitely
I
funny.
think we
Love.
needed that.
Speaking of, I am going
yeah.
to volunteer to take stains for the disrespect given to every single other coterie member from that. Because
Well,
Jacob was
I
such a
think
dick.
I think in a way, almost, like, I think we've sort of established that them ribbing on each other is how they show respect to one another.
Yeah.
Like, there was so much disrespect from Jacob in that conversation, though.
It was...
TBF.
To be fair,
I don't think
yeah.
Ambush took any of it seriously, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
The only reason why Squatch would have is because he's also underneath the compulsion.
he's underneath the
Yeah.
compulsion. I don't think Ambush took any of that seriously. And
Otherwise,
Snake was not
Squatch
doing
wouldn't have
it.
taken any of that seriously. He would mostly just joke around with it.
Mm.
I figured I would volunteer it, though, because that was a... Whew!
that was funny. That was funny.
I mean,
I'll give you that.
you sat,
No,
you
we were-
listened to me and Velocity go back on one another constantly with these two.
Yeah,
No, it's
but
Frosty
it is-
Brothers.
it is a thing that we have
Yeah.
in our
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah.
We also have to have a fun show to watch sometimes.
Oh yeah,
We can't be all doom and gloom.
exactly. It's gotta be silly sometimes.
Also, how many people are now shitting bricks?
Yeah, I kind of
Many.
I was
Hey,
like,
Hey,
well,
you know what? Alice is thrilled. That's not on her hands anymore.
so
Not
her problem.
just to like clear this up, because I remember like, so did M hopefully didn't tell Velda about
No.
Alice?
No.
Okay.
Absolutely didn't. No, look, M could have said something a long time ago.
Yeah.
M got
Mhm.
triggered the first time that Alice and M met.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And Velda really only
I was
said
just
that
making sure.
M
I had a bad feeling.
M's had a bad feeling.
M had a bad feeling the second we showed up in
Yeah,
San
pretty much.
Antonio.
Yeah.
Yeah, more or less.
Essentially,
And then she ran
Velda
to
has
Alice
made a
and was
deal.
like, "Oh, it's you."
Velda made a deal with the devil, and she's only now realizing it.
Yup.
Sorry,
Quick
what?
question: do you have check the trunk, Mr. Ventru?
Sorry, what?
Do you have check the trunk, Mr. Ventru?
What do you mean?
Do you have
The-
check
the
trunk
merit.
The merit.
No.
Okay, I'm going to check the trunk here. All right, that's fine. All right, cool. Let's get into XP.
Jumpy, aren't
Somebody
you?
wants to take it.
Yeah.
Somebody's a
bit.
power gamer.
Well,
I'm a
everybody
power
gets their
gamer.
one experience for showing up today. So congratulations,
Yay.
everybody.
Okay.
And then let's talk about what you guys want to vote on as far as who pushed the plot, who had our best scene, and who had our best line.
Oh, I got to give plot pusher to Mr. Levick.
Yeah.
Because that was
Like,
that was ballsy as shit. Jesus.
extremely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's
Jacob for flop pusher.
scene Still, obviously.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
I mean, we could just go ahead and throw both on.
Best
Yeah.
scene
Well,
and plot pusher,
I
I
was-
think. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
for
was
Jacob.
actually gonna say best scene for Squatch and in the trunk of the car and all that. But, you know.
the start of the session.
No,
that
take
that
your
opening
flowers.
scene was
No,
great.
you did the work. Take your flowers.
You're outvoted. Take it.
Okay.
You're
Thank you.
outvoted.
You put a lot of work into that. You came prepared for that. Take your
Mm.
flowers.
So you get both.
Actually,
of
I
those.
did not. That just happened.
Well, I'm proud of you. You were working on it somewhere, believe it or not.
The next one's gonna be the hard one.
Best
There was-
line.
They
He
can
can
shit
shit-
for us too.
Yeah, you can shit for us too. Yep.
Leave it to the
It's for
minister
us
to
too.
admit you prefer small dried berries.
I still don't get it.
I just liked
They
the
don't
question
get it.
of do we shit?
Do we shit?
I still
No.
love that you like Dewey shit. Dewey shit was great.
Do we shit?
You want me to
Shit
put
for
back
us
in the
too.
trunk?
Dewey shit? Do you want to get back in the trunk?
You can shit for us too.
You need to get back in the
Of course, you would like some white woman cereal. That's pretty.
No, it caused us to question
pick
Alex's ethics
anything.
at the end scene.
Pick anything from any of us from that starting scene and just go with it.
Yeah.
Hey, what about a four-way tie that we all roll for?
Do you want to
That's
roll for
crazy.
it?
You gonna do a 4-way tie we all roll
Because
for?
it's a 50-50
We all have
You know
shot.
one.
what?
Chaos ensues.
I'll go
First
for it.
session
Chaos.
back.
Shenanigans.
First session back, guys.
We
Sure.
Let's
all
do it.
had
Sure,
one.
shenanigans.
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 Now here.
Win.
Oh fuck yeah! All
Yeah,
right.
everybody gets it.
We didn't even call it.
Amazing.
Well,
It was gonna be win-loss.
I called it in my head.
Fair.
Well, you know what? That works too.
I called it in my head.
Oh, wonderful.
I called
So
it
glad
for
to
you.
hear that.
Haha.
That's easy.
Coffee, I'd like to make a purchase while we're waiting for the poll to finish
Yeah,
up.
why do you make that poll so long?
You're the one who told me to put it at 5 minutes. Because
Nah.
usually it takes us like 5 minutes to go through this.
That's true.
It
but
does usually take us 5 minutes to argue.
Lately, it hasn't.
Yeah. Yeah, lately it hasn't, but typically, when I first started in with this, I was told 5 minutes.
I think we can reduce it down to like 3 or 2.
Yeah. Okay. I will do that next time then.
Yep. But yeah,
I would like to purchase a 3-dot ghoul for the coterie.
Oh, fuck.
Hey.
A 3-dot retainer.
Yay!
Oh.
Our shitter.
Our shitter.
Coterie shitter. Oh my
Our
god.
Can we
Long
name him
guy.
John?
John Shitter.
No.
John Toilette?
No.
God.
No.
Call him John.
No.
Call him John. John Peter.
No, because the one
No.
John that's happened in this setting is the La Sombra who got his ass kicked.
Yep.
And I'm leaving it that way.
He can be better, John. It'll be better, John.
You can't stop me. I'm gonna have another
Or it'll
John.
be Jean. It'll be John, but it's like Jean. Jean.
Yeah, we could tell the way you said John.
Yeah.
I will say, Raven, a 3-dot
Mhm.
retainer. While yes,
I'll be right
it's
back real
not
quick.
very expensive in experience, it does require time to have built up.
Okay.
So
We've been here a while.
you have been here a while. So what I want from
Part
you,
of our
Raven,
little-
as part of this agreement, is for you to Jacob and Alice got a tie for the audience vote. So
There you go.
Don't ask me why.
that you actually develop a scene,
Mhm.
and I'm also, let's see, because we haven't really worked any particular one person into the role yet, that the caveat will be that you have a scene establishing that before you make the purchase.
Okay.
So, not yet is the only caveat.
Okay.
The only
Oh,
thing about
we
it,
had a tie.
the only thing about a three-dot retainer is that, functionally, this person would be pretty equivalent to your own skill level.
Yeah.
So, this has to be somebody who has, resources or skills that, that would be the equivalent. Now, the difference between a 1-dot retainer and a 3-dot retainer is a 1-dot retainer is somebody who will do something for very little, but they can only do very little for you.
Yeah.
They generally don't have a lot of skills. They generally don't have a lot of backgrounds, which is something I think that that Squatch's resources would have available in plenty, given that he has a lot of homeless contacts.
Yeah.
Him having and knowing somebody, since this would be your purchase for the coterie, him
Yeah.
having and knowing someone who would be the equivalent of Jacob. You gotta give me a reason for that.
I will shoot you ideas tonight because I did have a couple ideas for that.
Okay.
So, and I'm also gonna go ahead and send a message now, just marking what you just said, so I don't forget it.
Yep.
I'm gonna buy a third dot in the mob contact.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So.
So you have a three dot contact in mob
Well,
connections.
I just bumped my 2 to my 3.
2 to 3. Okay.
I bumped my 2 to 3.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll start taking fame mob because
Yeah, that is a possibility because it is a mortal scene, quote unquote, that you would be famous in.
So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Get the contact in there, get a little bit of influence, get a little bit of fame. Do some background work for this son of a bitch because Lord knows he fucking needs it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
While we're revealing our hands, I went ahead and tapped the secret vein from the Cult of the Blood Gods book as well. So through simple interview, I can tell whether human or kindred are keeping secrets from me.
Ah.
Ooh, what's this? What's that?
Oh
from?
yeah.
Ooh. She gonna be
Cult of the
looking.
Blood Gods.
She gonna be testing to see if people are lying.
Yep, through a simple interview and a can analyze whether mortal or
Is that from
kindred
the
is
Church of
pretend to
Set
hide. Gaining a 2 dice, bonus to insight-based tests.
I just laugh because her intuition's going to be going to be going off every time Jacob says his own name.
Well,
It is.
no, I mean it's not like a lie. I wish it was like a lie detector, but like I have to want to question you about it.
Yeah.
And you did get that insight specialty from one
Yes,
of your
I did.
things.
So I have a 3 dice bonus to insight-based tests as long as I ask somebody a question about what I'm looking for. Yeah, whether they're keeping a secret from me or not.
Yep. I'll definitely be looking over that lore sheet a little bit more now that I have it pinned in our Discord channel.
Yep.
But
and if you need another copy of the book, let me know. I can just send you the PDF again.
Which book is that from?
Courts of the Damned.
Courts of the Damned.
Oh, there's that one.
Let me.
It's
Yeah,
the one for
Coffee's talking about the lore sheet.
Yeah.
Do I actually have a copy of Courts of the Damned on this computer? Maybe.
I sent it to you not too long after I got the PDF.
It also has a really neat social combat table in it, which is why I love the book.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can send you a photo of the Cult of the Blood God too.
That's alright. I have Cult of the Blood Gods.
Yeah.
It's
What
it's
were
not
you saying?
that
You're
crazy
saying
if you
very,
like.
very something. What were you saying, Coffee?
That social combat doesn't happen very often in my games, to be fair.
No, it's just nice to have though. As like a table. How dare you expect?
I may have to download it to my PC because I don't have it on this PC.
Yep. If you can't find it in the messages from my old account, let me know and I'll send it to you again.
Yep, that's perfect.
I've got no problem doing it.
No problem. But yes, that is the end of our session for tonight. Thank you all out in the audience for joining us. It was a very Jacob-heavy sort of session, and I apologize to the rest of my cast. I didn't mean to. I did eventually mean to get to Squatch going and stalking Carlson. I really did.
It's fine. I can take the next week and lock myself back into his headspace. Because like I said, today was just like a round of what the fuck where I could not hit his headspace at all.
Yeah.
In fairness, I believe that scene needed to be that long.
That too.
Yeah,
I think
that
it
too.
needed to be that long. I think it needed that kind of screen time.
and it's
100%.
definitely something.
Like
What was the
it
scene?
needed the space that it had.
Mhm.
Look, I'm just glad that happened very organically.
Mm.
Yeah, that
The
too.
conversation
You
kind
didn't
of just
die.
developed in that direction.
You didn't die.
No, I'm amazed, but also kind of expected.
I no. Here's why I think
You got some
I
theory
think
crafting
she
going on?
liked. I think she liked what you were putting down, but because of ears in the room, she couldn't say it.
Possibly.
I think that she liked some of what you were putting down because of A, her status, and B, the people that she surrounds herself with. All also people in the bar or the club. She couldn't say anything because she knew that people would be listening in on the conversation.
Could be.
Who knows?
Interesting theory craft.
Zelda's a chaos gremlin, so who
Hi,
knows?
can I help you?
Listen, I'm just gonna accept this as fact until you prove me wrong.
You're welcome to theory craft.
I'm gonna just accept this as a fact until you prove me wrong.
That's the fun of my settings, is you never quite know. You can
I mean,
you can theory craft all you want. I'm never really gonna confirm or deny.
Velda is legitimately one of those characters that could go either way.
And I was keeping that in mind with my portrayal of her too, because I didn't want to be too disingenuous to the character that you created originally.
No, I appreciate your portrayal of Velda.
I'm glad
I
you
really
love
do.
it. I'm glad you do. I try to do right by you in regards to her. So but yeah, thank you guys out in the audience. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't yet, you should click the follow button. If you would like to support the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you're wanting to catch any of our previous VODs, they are all up on YouTube, on CoffeeCatPresents on YouTube. So be sure to check that out. I make announcements and stuff all over Discord, our Discord channel, when VODs go up and when we go live. And yeah, we're back after a few weeks. So here's hoping to more straight weeks of San Antonio by Night Blood Gambit.
Woo!
Woo! But with that being said, let's say goodnight, everybody.
Nice.
Good night.
Everybody.
Night.